As you pull up to the window, you ready your debit card in exchange for a few small bags with a whole lot of convenience bundled inside. You hand one of the bags behind you to an excited child who is ready for dinner. Over the years, life has only increased in pace, and this is the expected norm. 2017 is coming to a close, and according to the 2017 report on the state of obesity conducted by healthyamericans.org, 18.5 or 12 million Americans children suffer from childhood obesity. As a parent, it pains me to think that 1 in 6 children suffer from a condition that is completely preventable and to no fault at the child themselves. We owe it not only to ourselves but to the future of our children to adopt a lifestyle that is only flexible but in the best interest of our health. This all begins with the sound of knowledge of proper nutrition. In a nutshell, our food can be broken down into 3 different macronutrients: proteins, carbs, and fats. Proteins come from majority of the meat we eat, like chicken, fish, beef, and eggs. There are a few plant sources that are a good source of protein. Protein is responsible for rebuilding muscle tissue after we break them down from exercise or like a child would during recess. Carbohydrates consist of breads, grains, pasta, and starches, or anything our body would break down into glucose. Glucose is our body's preferred source of fuel. Now I want to think of your refrigerator. When you fill up the bottom section of the fridge, you then begin to fill the freezer to store the rest of the fat to be used later. Our bodies work the same way. Once we've taken the amount we need for energy, we then store the excess as fat to be used later as fuel. Fats over the years have been portrayed as the enemy, but according to an article labeled "The Facts About Omega-3 and Omega-6 Fatty Acids" by Cameron of WebMD.com, fats play an essential role in our hormone production as well as our cognitive function. Fats also help transport good cholesterol within our body as well as lubricate our joints. All of these benefits can be used by our children to help them excel not only in their recreational and athletic activities, but in their academic as well. Fats are sourced from fish, nuts, dairy, and legumes. Now that we have a solid understanding of the 3 different macronutrients and how they are used by our body, I want you to think about the different types of food we feed our children every day and how it might affect them in succeeding at their best or becoming obese. I challenge not only myself but my fellow parents to take an active interest in understanding our food choices, but to also teach our children how to succeed in their nutritional choices. This may feel like an overwhelming task, but a game plan and some preparation, we can set ourselves up for success. Taking an hour to an hour and a half per week, we can prepare a majority of our meals. This helps combat the urge to seek convenience over nutrition. Nutrition may be 80% of being healthy, but we also need to focus on the other 20% being physical activity. How much time does your child spend playing outside or being involved in extracurricular activities versus playing video games? Dr. Galson of the U.S. National Library of Medicine and the National Institution of Health wrote a report detailing a striking correlation to a lifestyle and the increase of childhood obesity. In conclusion, knowing that the food we eat is the root cause in the prevention of childhood obesity, we can combine a solid game plan to feed our children the best food and keep them active so they can live a solid, healthy lifestyle for many years to come. Thank you.